Peter Plasky, a senior from Beverly Hills, Michigan. Brady Hesseltine had the game winner a week ago, a junior from Elora, Ontario. Patrick Maloney, a junior from Buffalo, New York. Zach Reed, a senior from St. Catharines, Ontario. Andrew Wagner, a junior from Elma, New York. The goaltender Michael Grace, a junior from Warwick, New York. Grace, 17 games, a goals against of 751, a save percentage of .566, and he is 17-0. The last time these two teams played each other was back in 2011, as we told you, and Mercyhurst won 12-8 in Alexandria, Virginia. Lakers trailed at 3-2, but scored 6 straight goals to go up 8-3 and then won at 12-8. The officials working the game today are Joe Jastrzemski, Robert Gross, and Tom Sutton. By the way, that infraction against Lake Erie College in the overtime last week, we checked after the game, and Lake Erie was assessed too many players on the field. Their subs came on before players got off in time, and hence the violation, and Mercyhurst got it and eventually put it in the back of the net. Mitch McAvoy, a junior from Sherwood Park, Alberta, is in the face-off area for Mercyhurst against Jake Ternosky, a senior from Lafayette, New York. And Limestone has it already. There's a quick shot that's blocked before it got to the goal. Limestone will pick it up. This is Corey Rich. He's played defensively by Patrick Maloney of Mercyhurst. Limestone attacking the north goal here in the first quarter as the Saints win the opening faceoff. This is Zach Cummings, a senior from Crownsville, Maryland, with it now. And as we suspected, Andrew Wagner is locked on Riley Lowen. Wagner, the premier defenseman. There's a bad pass by Limestone. It's going to get to the midfield area. Limestone is going to get back and pick it up, and then the ball is knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Mercyhurst, so Limestone maintains possession. We played a minute of the first quarter, and Limestone almost turned it over, but got it back. There's a quick shot stopped by Grace on a quick turnaround there by Zach Cummings, and Grace was equal to the task, and another violation on Mercyhurst, and Limestone gets it right back. So a slow start for the Lakers, playing at home. A facility where since 2006 they are 45-3. But one of those 3 losses came a year ago in the national semifinals to Dowling. Now Limestone starts to move. There's a quick shot high over top of the goal, ripped high by Connor DeVoe, a senior out of East Rockaway, New York. Limestone maintains possession. J.B. Clark is the Limestone coach, assisted by Brendan Storier and Brian Stewart and Bill Malone. They try to get it to the front of the goal. It deflected, goes out of play, and this time it'll belong to Mercyhurst. Chris Ryan is the head coach of Mercyhurst. Carter Bloor, Cam Edmiston, Kyle Calais, and Alan Metcalf are his helpers. And the Lakers have it in their offensive zone for the first time, and we're 2 minutes into this national semifinal game. The winner of this game will play the winner of number 3 Lemoyne, number 4 Adelphi. That game is due to start just at about the time this game concludes. And it is at Adelphi. The Lakers in the attacking zone. Both of these teams obviously play well at both ends of the field. This is Alva, starts to move on right wing. And a bad pass, and it's going to be lost by Mercyhurst. And then lost right back by Limestone. It was swatted away from behind. Lakers get it back. This is Zach Reed now. Works it out to Chaika. Reed, Chaika, and McAndrew had tough afternoons last week. Not their usual excellent selves. And they hope to make amends here today. There's a shot by Chaika, a left-hander that's over top of the goal. And Sheets now will put it in play for Mercyhurst. Brian Sheets Double teamed, and they get it out in front of the goal. Lakers scored and take a 1-0 lead. It's Jake McAndrew. So Mercyhurst gets on the board first. McAndrew's 36th goal of the season. So McAndrew gives Mercyhurst a 1-0 lead, beating goaltender Christian Zwilewski. And this face-off is won by McAvoy of Mercyhurst. Here's McAvoy's side of the goal, and a shot deflected. Rebound is fired wide. That was Hesseltine, whose shot was deflected as the Lakers look to take a quick 2-0 lead. Back now comes Limestone. This is Ternosky. Gets it over on the left wing, right to the side of the goal, and a shot wide taken by Corey Rich. He misfired to the short side, and the ball's out of bounds. Official said Mercyhurst, then changed his mind. He pointed the wrong way. Andrew Wagner was over there for the Lakers. He was all set to put it in play, and then the official changed his mind and signaled Limestone ball. Limestone gets it out on top now to Tor Reinhold. On the near side to Cummings. Cummings' shot is wide of the goal, and the closest player to it is Todd Nakasugi of Limestone. Saints will put it back in play, trailing 1-0 here in the early going. Almost unforced error there. There's a quick shot, stopped by Grace. Another shot put on goal by Cummings, and Grace stopped that one. And back now comes Mercyhurst. This is Rogan. James Rogan with it. Rogan now is heading to the far side of the field as the Lakers in behind the goal to McAndrew. Rogan now goes off, and he's followed quickly there by Vinny Ricci of Limestone. Near side now, here's Saltrelli. 11 Mercyhurst players saw action in that game in 2011 in Alexandria, Virginia. A game Mercyhurst won 12-8. And by my count, only Lowen of Limestone saw action of the players on the roster today for the Saints. Here's Chaika. Chaika got a good two-hander there, and another one keeps moving, though. Got out of harm's way and dropped in the near corner now to Sheets. Back to Chaika. This is Elvis. Lakers attacking the south end. Here's Zach Reed. He's played on the far side. Gets a pick out on top from Elvis. Elvis got the ball back. Elvis played by Peter Papaliante of Limestone. Here's Chaika, starts to move. His quick shot is stopped. Rebound comes to the side of the goal. It's loose. Who's going to get to it? Limestone did. Good play by the goaltender Zwilewski there to stop a would-be score for Mercyhurst. It's still 1-0 Lakers. Lakers have had two chances to make it 2-0. Now Reinhold got a shot away that's blocked, and Grace is going to let it go out of bounds. It'll belong to Mercyhurst. And the official again out on top is going to overrule him. Grace let it go thinking it was Mercyhurst ball, and the official was going to give it to them at the northeast of the field, but the official on the southwest side in the diagonal reversed it. Here's Limestone, quick shot and a goal. Limestone has scored now to tie it after, again, a bit of confusion whose ball it was. I believe that's Cummings who scores for Limestone. Well, I did not hear who got the goal for Limestone. I believe it was Kyle Radigan, 15 instead of 19. And it's tied at 1, and Mercyhurst has the ball back. Well, that's the kind of game it's going to be here today, folks. Each team with a goal here in the first quarter. And off the Mercyhurst bench is Ian Brooks, who had a pair last week in that overtime thriller against Lake Erie. Brooks has 8 goals on the season. Brooks now waits for his mate to get onside. That is Trevor Vargo. Here's McAndrew in behind the goal. 1-1 with 8.5 to go in the first quarter. Mercyhurst and Limestone coming to you from Erie, PA and Tulio Field. Now the Lakers start to move again. A quick shot that's just wide of the goal. Ripped wide by Trevor Vargo. That had some mustard on it, but it missed the top shelf. Mercyhurst maintains possession. Here's Sheets in behind the goal. Turns to get away. Side of the goal. Lost the ball. It's going to be picked up by Mercyhurst. Hesseltine has it. Tried to get it out in front. That's broken up. The pass intended for Ian Brooks is intercepted by Limestone. Here the Saints coming back. Limestone get it to the side of the goal. This is Corey Rich. 1-1 game here with 7.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Reed Reinhold now has it for Limestone out near the 35. Starts to move. Worked on by Brooks. Can't get away from Brooks. Has to go back out on top and out further. Pass on the near side. This is Connor DeVoe out near the 30-yard line, hounded by Ryan Sullivan of Mercyhurst. Here come the Saints again. Brooks has a man effectively bottled up. And there's a shot that's high over top of the goal. This one taken by Radigan again, the freshman out of Holbrook, New York. And he fired it high. They fake a shot, did Limestone. They try to work it to the middle, broke it up by Mercyhurst. Picked up on the run by Brooks. Brooks still has it on the near side. They get it now to Hesseltine. 6.5 to play in the first quarter. Tied at 1. Mercyhurst goal by Jake McAndrew, and the Limestone goal, I believe, by Kyle Radigan. Lakers with it, work it around the top. Devin Alvis has it. Out of Chaika. And to Zach Reed. Reed played by Ahmad Simmons. Starts to move. Here's Reed back out on top now to Hesseltine. Now to Chaika. Almost a bad pass. Chaika got it back and played it now to Sheets. Back to Chaika on right wing. Mercyhurst 1 and Limestone 1. Here's Chaika, takes it over on the left wing side. Bothered by Wojtowicz, and Reed has it back out near the 40-yard line. Reed starts to move. Is going to get a pick by Alvis. Alvis gets it back, almost lost it. Finds the handle, starts to move to his right. Devin Alvis at the side of the goal. Now played it in behind the goal to Sheets. Sheets starts to move right out in front. There's a drive and a good stop on the blast by Zach Reed, and a big save there by Zwolewski. That's the first big save of the game, and Zwolewski made it as Reed tried to go up top. And back now comes Ahmad Simmons for Limestone. 5 minutes exactly to play in the first quarter. Mercyhurst 1 and Limestone 1. National semifinal in Division II. We get it back out now to Reinhold. Out to Zach Cummings. Here's Cummings' shot that's bounced wide, and Grace is going to get to it first. He was the closer. There was no one behind the net for Limestone that time, and Grace was able to get ahead of Corey Rich. Long pass all the way in the attacking area now for Mercyhurst. Here's Brooks. 1-1 game with 4:15 to go in the first quarter. Lakers scored first. Limestone retaliated after a bit of confusion on the referee's part as to who was going to get a ball that went out of play. One signaled Mercyhurst, the other overruled, and seconds later, Limestone had tied it. This is Brooks. He's played there by Reinhold. Under 4 to play in the first quarter, 1-1. Good crowd here on hand at Mercyhurst. Here's Brooks with it. Now they get it out now to Trevor Vargo. Jake McAndrew's shot is partially blocked. It goes over top of the goal and out of play. Mercyhurst will put it in play. They rule it was a shot by McAndrew. Looked like his stick was impeded on the follow through, and the shot went over top of the goal. Mercyhurst was closer to the ball as it went out of play. 3.5 to play first quarter, 1-1. Lakers start to move. Here's Vargo. Side of the goal, a shot, a save, a rebound by Hesseltine, who is dumped out in front of the goal. We're going to get a penalty against Limestone. Infraction against Limestone. No one will have to sit, but Mercyhurst will get the ball. And here's Reed. Hesseltine was roughly deposited on his backside there, right out in front of the goal, and the official awards the ball to Mercyhurst. Here's Elvis, out to McAndrew. Out on top now to Chaika and to Reed. Ryan Sheets. Sheets works out near the 30-yard line, far side, right in front of the Mercyhurst bench. Here's Sheets, worked on by Michael Miranda. Now they get it out in front. Another shot and a stop by Zwolewski. Mercyhurst appears to be closer to the ball. And they are. The official awards it to Mercyhurst. So the Lakers have been stuck on one here since getting a goal about 3 minutes into the quarter. 2:20. Clock continues to run here in the first quarter. Here's Alvis in behind the goal. Both teams playing very well defensively to start this national semifinal. Here's Sheets twisting and turning. They get it out, and hustling forward now is Chaika. Near side now to McAndrew. McAndrew is played by Ponzio, I believe. Now out in front, Chaika couldn't handle the pass, and the ball was loose, and it's going to be recaptured by Mercyhurst in the far corner. So the Lakers a bit fortunate there. They were able to double team as the ball was headed toward the sideline, and were able to get it back. Boy, goals are going to be tough to come by today. Here's Brian Sheets. Out on top, here's Elvis. Elvis, a quick turnaround, he scored! Elvis scored. He was defended by Tor Reinhold. I don't know what more Reinhold could have done. Elvis just got a good shot away. And with 1:20 to go in the first quarter, it's 2-1 in favor of Mercyhurst. Two-1 Mercyhurst. Face-off is going to be won by nobody yet. McAvoy was knocked down, and now the ball is loose, picked up by Mercyhurst. It's picked up by Saltrelli. Saltrelli in the attacking zone, and a bad pass off the stick of McAndrew. And Limestone gets it right back. So Saltrelli, now a bad pass there by Limestone. And the loose ball is picked up by the Saints. Picked up nicely by Nakasuji. We're under a minute to go in the first quarter. Mercyhurst 2 and Limestone 1. Limestone now gets its people on the field at once. Haven't heard the name of Riley Lowen much here in the first quarter, as Wagner's done a good job on him for Mercyhurst. He's rarely had a touch here in the first quarter. Reed Reinhold with 25 seconds to go, works around the right periphery. Now played it on the near side. Bad pass is going to be intercepted by Mercyhurst. And the Lakers decide to go back to goaltender Grace. And Grace plays it across the way now to Wagner. And back to Grace. We're down to 5 seconds to go in the period. Long pass up to Saltrelli. Saltrelli gets it now to E.J. Selly. And the first period is going to come to an end with Mercyhurst in front by a score of 2-1. Limestone's Kyle Radigan, his 15th of the year. Face-off at center. And again, it's Ternosky and McAvoy. Ternosky's going to win this one. Here's Ternosky going to take it to the side of the goal. Quick shot, Grace the save, and he scooped up his own rebound. I don't think the Limestone player got all of that. I want to say it was Nakasuji who took it. Wasn't a lot of zip on that one, and Grace was able to make the stop and pick up his own loose ball. And Mercyhurst McAvoy, as Mercyhurst now attacks the north goal. Here's Jake McAndrew. Now to Chaika, and Chaika will leave it for Zach Reed. Winner of this will play the winner of Lemoyne and Adelphi next weekend at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia on May the 26th. That's a Sunday. Lakers get it behind the goal. Here's Jake McAndrew. McAndrew, turnaround shot, and that one is over top of the goal. Sheets was closest to it. Mercyhurst maintains possession. Shots were even in the first period, 9 aside. Mercyhurst 9-7 in ground balls. Here's Chaika over on the right perimeter. Now to Elvis. His underhand snap shot is fired wide on the short side. Limestone 6 of 8 on clears. Mercyhurst 10 of 10 in the first quarter. Turnovers, Limestone 5 and Mercyhurst 4. Lakers lead it 2-1, and we've played about 90 seconds of the second quarter. Here's Reed now to Chaika. Over on the wing to Elvis. His shot bounced wide. One hop to Sheets. Sheets back to Reed. Turnaround, and he fired it wide from right out at the 25-yard line, about 15 yards away, and he whistled it wide. Sheets puts the ball back in play for Mercyhurst. 2-1, Lakers ahead. Here's Zach Reed. Limestone trails by a goal. Reed trying to reposition some people. Now out near the 40-yard line to Alvis. Now to Chaika. Now here's Jake McAndrew. He and Sheets exchange places in behind the goal. McAndrew comes to the near side. Back to Reed. Lakers very deliberate here, leading 2-1 with under 13 to go in the first half. Now Chaika out on top. His bouncing shot never got through. It was blocked on the way to the goal by Mike Ponzio. And here comes Limestone back the other way. Saints can tie it at 2 with a goal here. They get it over on the near side now to Nakasuji. And now to Lowen, who has been very quiet here in the first half. .12:20 to go in the quarter. Limestone possession of the ball. Limestone works to the side of the goal, and a bouncing shot is over top of the goal by Reinhold. And it's going to go to Mercyhurst. Ball went out of play. Mercyhurst will put it in play. Here's Grace, the goaltender. Played it up on the near side. And then back towards the middle. And finally up into Limestone territory. They get it onto the stick of Brandon Thompson. Thompson is a junior from Canandaigua, New York. 2-1 Mercyhurst. If you like goals, you're at the wrong place so far. Only 3 in the first 18 and a half minutes. This is Vargo starts to move in. Behind the goal, they get it to Sheets. Now out on top to Brooks. Brooks works his way to the right wing side and will take it in behind the goal. Brooks is played by Simmons, senior from Baltimore City, Maryland. Good job by Simmons to fend off Brooks. Now there's a shot out on top, and a good save by Zwielewski on the shot by Trevor Vargo. And here's Simmons back for Limestone. And Limestone will clear now and get it into the attacking end. This is Jamar Pete, a junior from Baltimore, Maryland. He had it. Now drops it off and heads to the bench. Gave it to Reinhold. 10 and a half minutes to play in the first half. 2-1 Mercyhurst. Limestone bench far side left. Mercyhurst far side right. Good crowd here on hand to watch this national semifinal game. The winner plays for the national championship next Sunday in Philadelphia. Here's Reinhold. Both coaches knew this would be a dogfight here today. Mercyhurst leads the all-time series 4-3 and has won the last 3. But Limestone has won twice in national semifinals. They fake a shot, they take it over on the left wing side and then play it back in behind the goal again. Limestone trying to work to the front of the goal, blocked from behind. Good play there by Mercyhurst, who's going to get it. It was blocked from behind by Peter Plasky, but Limestone gets it back. They get it out in front. There's a turnaround and a shot that goes over top of the goal, I think on the bounce. Limestone will maintain possession. Plasky made a good play, but Limestone able to get it back, and Mercyhurst wants to talk it over. 9:34 to go in the second quarter. Good play there from behind by Plasky to knock the ball away, but Mercyhurst couldn't retrieve it. And Limestone will have a chance to tie here with 9:34 to go in the second quarter. Partly sunny skies, temperature probably around 70. A little warmer on the field with the artificial surface. Limestone brought plenty of fans with the team as they made the trek from Gaffney, South Carolina. First time ever Limestone has been at Tullio Field. Limestone is 9-1 away from home this season. Mercyhurst, of course, is perfect at 9-0, but had to work overtime last week to beat a very stubborn Lake Erie College team 10-9. Limestone beat Seton Hill in a quarterfinal match 16-13 at home. Saints jumped out to a 5-0 lead before Seton Hill was able to get on the board. Last time these two teams played, Mercyhurst converted all 3 man-up opportunities. Limestone was 1 of 3. In that 12-8 Mercyhurst victory during the 2011 season in Alexandria, Virginia. Limestone trying to tie the game at 2. They work out towards the middle. There's a quick shot. Good save by Grace. Rebound is going to go to Limestone. It's taken on the hop by Tor Reinhold. Reinhold had to retrieve like a piece of equipment there. That's the reason for the delay. And he sends it back out deep now to Vinny Ricci. Ricci with 25 points on the season, 20 goals and 5 helpers. Here's Limestone, quick shot over top of the goal. And this time the Saints have someone behind the goal. That is Riley Lowen. Lowen now starts to bring the ball to the front. Took a tumble on the artificial turf. There's a bouncing shot to the side of the goal. Grace will smother it. We're going to get a very late flag tossed into the fray as Lowen was knocked down in front of the Mercyhurst goal. And this will be the first penalty, I believe, of the game. Can't catch the number of the penalized player. Limestone with 35 man-up goals in 96 chances. And Limestone has the game's first man-up situation, trailing 2-1. I believe the penalized player is Peter Plasky for Mercyhurst. Saints work it in behind the goal. Now they get it out on top, and there's a loose ball. Limestone trying to get it back. Kind of an unforced there as the ball was loose. Reinhold couldn't get it, and who's going to come away with it? It is still up for grabs and finally picked off by Limestone. Now it's loose again, and it's sent all the way into Limestone's defensive end, and Jake McAndrew picked it up. Here's McAndrew coming into the goal. His shot stopped by Zwolewski. And the ball is going to go out of play, and it will belong to Limestone. Jake came very close, but Zwolewski got a piece of it, and it's still 2-1. 7:45 to go in the second quarter. Limestone back. Here's Cummings with it. Penalty is over. Both teams are now back at full strength as Limestone failed on its first man up of the game. There's a quick shot and a goal and a turnaround by Limestone. I think he caught Grace a little bit flat-footed there. A little quick shot taken by Corey Rich. And that ties the game at 2. Limestone, Corey Rich gets his 34th goal of the season. He's second in that department on the team, and he ties the game at 2 with 7:28 left in the first half. And they are rule a violation on McAvoy, or someone jumped the gun in the periphery, one of the two. Now intercepted, knocked away by Mercyhurst, and McAvoy hustles back for the Lakers. McAvoy right to the side of the goal, down to Sheets, shoots and scores. What a pretty setup play. McAvoy got it to Zwolewski's left side, and then the player sent it right back out to Sheets. That was Hesseltine who made the pretty pass. Sheets' 26th goal of the season from Hesseltine, who got it from McAvoy. Sheets puts it in with 7:11 to go, and Mercyhurst again recaptures the 1-goal lead. It's 3-2. This face-off is going to be won by Ternosky. And Limestone has it now. Lowen has it. Wagner has been all over him here in the first half. Limestone has it again out on top. This is Connor DeVoe. Over on the near side now to Reed Reinhold, who's directing traffic with the right hand. Reinhold starts to move to his right, spin move. Over across the way, one of the Mercyhurst defenders almost lost his footing. That's E.J. Selly, but he recovered nicely. 6:15 to go in the first half, 3-2 Mercyhurst. There's a quick shot, and that one's wide of the goal. Limestone will maintain possession. The shot on the far side was taken by Radigan, I believe. Almost a bad pass. Reinhold had to climb the ladder to get that one back at about the 30-yard line, then lost it. It's intercepted nicely by Ryan Sullivan of Mercyhurst. Here's Sullivan. Now to Sheets, side of the goal. Quick shot. Oh, Zwolewski, a big save on Hesseltine. Lakers get it back, though. What a stop by Zwolewski, and now we're going to have what? We have a stoppage as the official between the two benches has... Limestone is going to take a timeout. Apparently they called for it before Mercyhurst put the ball in play. You can believe that the head coaches of both teams looked at a lot of video this week, studying tendencies of goaltenders and leading scorers and defensemen, and each team trying to take the other top players out of their comfort zones here, and both have done a pretty good job. 5 goals in the first 24 and a half minutes of this game, 3 for Mercyhurst. This is the first of 2 national semifinal games today. The second one scheduled to start at 4 o'clock. It pits number 3 Lemoyne 16-2 at number 4 Adelphi 14-2. The winners of these two games today will play for the national championship in Philadelphia at Lincoln Financial Field next Sunday at 1 o'clock. So Mercyhurst will have the ball. Lakers lead by 1, 3-2. Ryan Sheets is going to put it in play. Sheets is defended by Zach Missel, a sophomore from Annapolis, Maryland. So Limestone talked it over for a bit. Here's Zach Reed. Now to Sheets. Starts to move in front to Reed. He scored! Sheets to Reed, and the first two-goal lead of the game. Reed's 23rd goal of the season. Brian Sheets, a goal and assist here in the second quarter. His goal gave Mercyhurst a 3-2 lead. Now his assist 4-2. Here's McAvoy, works in the front of the goal. He scored! McAvoy won the face-off and took it all the way down. Two goals, 9 seconds apart, and Mercyhurst has a 3-goal lead. We told you the last time these teams played each other in Alexandria, Virginia, Limestone led 3-2, and Mercyhurst got 6 in a row on their way to a 12-8 win. It's 5-2 in favor of Mercyhurst. Who's going to come away with this? Limestone does. It's saved on a backward flip there, right onto the stick of Corey Rich. So Limestone trails at 5-2 with under 5 to go in the first half. And the Saints need a goal here right now to stop the bleeding. Lakers have scored 3 straight. Near side, this is Cummings. Cummings starts to move. Dropped it in behind the goal. They go back on the wing. Limestone trying to work to the front. Very good defense there by Mercyhurst. Good job by Patrick Maloney. And Limestone has to start over. This is Vinny Ricci. Now they try to work to the front, all the way out on top. Winds up for a drive. It's whistled over top of the goal. Limestone will maintain possession. That shot was taken just inside the 30-yard line. And I believe it was taken by Zach Cummings, whose name has been mentioned frequently here in the first half. We're under 4 now to play in the first half, 5-2 in favor of Mercyhurst. Now one of the Lakers lost his stick, or Limestone did, had to go get it and the ball, as that stick was knocked away. And a good defense there again by Mercyhurst. Saltrelli working on Reinhold. Reinhold again has the ball knocked away. Who's going to come away with it? It's going to be Limestone. Lakers couldn't quite get to it as Plasky had a chance. 3.5 to go in the first half. 5-2 Mercyhurst. Now they get it out, and here's a quick shot and a score. The goal by Reinhold from Port Moody, British Columbia. And that makes it 5-3. For Reinhold, his 21st goal of the season. Should be an assist there, I think. Corey Rich gets the assist to Reinhold. And Limestone wins another face-off. Saints trail it by 2. They stop a 3-goal run there by Mercyhurst. Kyle Stanley there defending against Reed Reinhold. Tor and Reed brothers out of Port Moody, British Columbia. Now they get it to Lowen behind the back in. So Lowen, the first time he touches it near the goal, does a reverse, and he scores, and Lowen is on the board, and it's 5-4.
Limestone goal was scored by number 10, Riley Lowen. Assist by number 20, Corey Rich.
Rich gets another assist. 2 goals, 35 seconds apart, and it's now 5-4, Mercyhurst. Oh, the face-offs are so important. Here's Ternosky in there for Limestone again. And who's going to win this? It's going to be Limestone. He was in against Kyle Lindsay, and Limestone has a chance to tie the game. Just like that. Oh, how the fortunes can turn. 2:15 to go in the first half. Mercyhurst 5, Limestone 4. The Lakers have never trailed. Biggest lead's been 3, but Limestone has whittled that to 1. Limestone on the move, and they get it in front, and a shot that's fired wide. One of the Lakers was knocked over. That was James Rogan, as he was knocked down, I want to say, by Connor DeVoe, who shot then missed. Limestone gets it right back. 1:45 to go in the half. Saints trying to tie the game, coming from 3 back to do it. Limestone in behind the goal. Still have it. This is Ponzio. His quick shot scored, and suddenly it's tied at 5. Just like that, Ponzio scores, and Mercyhurst has seen a 3-goal lead evaporate in a couple of minutes.
Limestone goal was scored by number 20, Corey Rich.
Oh, they give it to Corey Rich. At 1:28 to go. And those face-offs are very important. McAvoy, who had a break there, is now back in. And Limestone won it again. Jake Ternosky's doing a very good job for Limestone. And the Saints now can take their first lead here late in the first half. 1:15 to go. Mercyhurst 5 and Limestone 5. So the Lakers feeling pretty good about themselves. Just a short span of 3 minutes or so ago, and now the game is tied at 5. Under a minute to go in the first half. Starts with that face-off at the center of the field, and Limestone's going to take a timeout with 43.4 seconds to go. These teams came in today with a combined record of 33-1. Mercyhurst 17-0 and number 1 in the country. Limestone 16-1 and number 2. Lakers trailed on 4 different occasions last week by 2 goals. Mercyhurst has never trailed in this game. And just a few scant minutes ago, led by 3 on McAvoy's goal with 5:06 left in the half. And now we've got 43.9 seconds to go. Limestone has scored 3 straight. One by Tor Reinhold, one by Riley Lowen, and one by Corey Rich. 2-1 Mercyhurst after 1. Limestone has outscored Mercyhurst 4-3 here in the second. And Limestone has a chance to go to intermission with a 1-goal lead. Crowd today doesn't seam on the surface. Of course, I'm up here in the press box with head cans on, but doesn't seem to be quite as raucous as it was last week. Lake Erie brought a lot of folks over from Painesville, Ohio, and came very close to ending Mercyhurst season. Limestone with it. Get it now to Ricci. There's a quick shot. Grace made the save. Rebound hops in front of the goal. It's going to be sent out by Limestone. 20 seconds to go. That's a smart play by the Saints. Couldn't pass it. There's a shot that's high over top of the goal by Lowen, who was bothered by Wagner. We're down to 11.3 seconds to go. So Limestone couldn't field it cleanly, just swatted it back out to one of its teammates. Limestone gets it with 2.7 seconds to go as the ball again went out of play, and they'll have to come up with a 2.7 second play here to take the lead into the dressing room. They haven't started yet. Now they get in, they try to get it out in front, and a shot, and Grace made a save just as the horn sounds to end the first half. I think Grace got a piece of that, but regardless, it didn't go in, and after 30 minutes of play, we've decided absolutely nothing here, and we're right back where we started. It's Mercyhurst 5 and Limestone 5. In overtime, 7-6. Goaltending, face-offs, man-ups, also very, very, very important. Every mistake magnified as we're about set now to begin the third period. Score tied at 5, and McAvoy and Jake Chernosky will go back to work. Mercyhurst will attack the south end here in the third. Lakers have never trailed. McAvoy now coming on, and McAvoy wins the faceoff. So that's a good start for McAvoy in the second half. And then the pass to Hesseltine almost goes out of bounds. It's recovered nicely by Jake McAndrew, and back to McAvoy. Almost an unforced error there by Mercyhurst. Chaika now has it as McAvoy goes off the field. Elvis comes on, and coming on for Limestone is Ahmad Simmons. 5-all, just underway third quarter. And we've hit the 3 o'clock hour here in Erie, Pennsylvania. Here's Zach Reed, quick shot, good stop by Zwolewski. Reed tried to bounce one by the netminder, and Zwolewski, the 6'3 senior from Cold Spring Harbor, New York, was able to gobble that one up. So Limestone has the ball and a chance to take its first lead of the game. And here is Simmons. Conditioning always a factor at this stage of the season too. It's not an oppressively warm day, but temperature right around 70 probably. Limestone with the ball, tied at 5. Limestone had 16 goals a week ago. Mercyhurst but 10. Limestone works again. Now Wagner has to come to help on Reinhold. That may be one change Mercyhurst has made here in the second half, as Wagner now is playing Reinhold. And Patrick Maloney is shifted to Riley Lowen. Limestone with it. They try to get it out in front. Bad pass in behind. Mercyhurst picks it up. Lakers have it. Here comes Ryan Sullivan. Sullivan right to the side of the goal, and then McAndrew couldn't get it in. McAndrew will pick up the loose ball in behind the goal. Jake just couldn't get it past goaltender Zwolewski there. Nearly 3 minutes have elapsed here in the third quarter. 5-5, Mercyhurst and Limestone. The winner plays in Philadelphia for the national championship next Sunday at 1. And they'll play the winner of Lemoyne and Adelphi. That game gets underway at 4. Here's Chayka! Left-handed shot, he shoots and scores. So Chayka normally works from the right wing. This time took it to the left wing. And he let the left-hander go, and it found the back of the net.
Mercyhurst goal, scored by number 3, James Chayka.
Chayka's 25th goal of the season, and it gives Mercyhurst a 6-5 lead. When Lacrosse first began here at Mercyhurst, I knew absolutely nothing about the game. Violation on Limestone. Mercyhurst will have it. And now it has grown here in the Erie area. High schools are playing it. Gannon had a lacrosse program, a men's lacrosse program for a while. Both have women's lacrosse teams, Gannon and Mercyhurst, but it's one of the fastest growing sports, and I'll tell you, it grows on you. Lakers with it, leading 6-5. Brian Sheets sends it all the way back out deep to Chayka. Chayka turned at the 45-yard line, now starts to work over to the right perimeter. Chayka picked up on a switch, took it in behind the goal to Sheets. Sheets on the other side to Alvis. Now to Reed. Reed thought about it, changed his mind, didn't like what he saw in front of him, and works it back to Alvis. Devin Alvis, number 1, a junior from Canandaigua, New York. Ball knocked away. Alvis is trying to get it back, and he does have it back. Here's Devin Alvis now coming on the short side. Turnaround, he bounced it wide of the goal. He was knocked down as he got a left-hander away, and he's limping just a smidgen as he heads back to the Mercyhurst bench. Now Limestone a chance to tie. 6-5 Mercyhurst in front. This is Rich, 2 goals, 2 assists in the first half. Now they brought to Maloney on Rich. Side of the goal, quick shot, bounced, and it's bounced wide of the goal, and I believe it's going to be Limestone ball. Limestone will put it in play as the ball went out on the near side of the field. Now here's Reinhold. Reinhold turned, lost the ball, had it tapped away by Sullivan. He gets it back. Now over on the left wing, and a shot and a score by Zach Cummings. Cummings has hurt Mercyhurst here today.
Limestone goal was scored by number 19, Zach Cummings.
For Cummings' 24th goal of the season. That comes with 9:44. Biggest lead was 3. Mercyhurst had it 5-2 in the second quarter. Limestone came back to tie it at 5 at halftime. And here comes Ternosky again. They get it over and a shot, and Limestone has taken the lead for the first time. I believe that is a goal by Lowen, who wasn't heard much from in the first half.
Goal, the second goal of the game, scored by number 10, Riley Lowen.
2 goals in 5 seconds. Ternosky gets the assist on Lowen's goal, and Limestone has a 7-6 lead, and Limestone wins another face-off. That's going to be one of the stories of this game if Mercyhurst is not able to win this one. Limestone's done a terrific job winning face-offs thus far. And we're down to 9:20 to go in the third quarter. Limestone has its first lead of the game at 7-6. Here come the Saints again. They work it over on the right wing side. They try to get it out on top. There's a shot and a score, and Grace just slammed the ball. He's upset at himself. Grace thought he should have stopped that, and the goal is scored by Limestone, and suddenly the Saints lead by 2, and I'm wondering if Chris Ryan may need a timeout. That's 3 in a row for the Saints. Second time they've done that in the game. 3 goals in 34 seconds has given Limestone an 8-6 lead.
Limestone goal was scored by number 11, Reed Reinhold, assisted by number 14, Connor DeVoe.
Reed Reinhold scored, assisted by Connor DeVoe. And Mercyhurst wins this one. They get it to Hesseltine. Lakers need to regain their composure a little bit. Reed Reinhold, that's his 11th goal of the season. It's 8-6 in favor of Limestone, and for the first time today, Mercyhurst is behind as the Saints have scored the last 3. Here comes Reed coming around the right wing side. He shoots and scores. Zwilewski started to follow him from right to left, and Reed parked it in the far side of the goal.
Mercyhurst goal, his second goal of the game, scored by number 19, Zach Reed.
That's Reed's second of the game and 24th of the season. This goal at 8:31. So goals which were tough to come by earlier. Already 5 scored here in the third quarter. 3 by Limestone, 2 by Mercyhurst. The Saints lead 8-7. Turdowski won another face-off. This one away from Ryan Sullivan. I believe I said Kyle Lindsay before, but it was Sullivan. There's a ball that's knocked away, and Mercyhurst gets it back. And the goaltender, Grace, now gets it over on the near side, gets it to Plasky. Back to Grace. Far side now to Andrew Wagner. Here's Zach Reed trying to work his way into Limestone territory. And Reed will get a good clear as he crosses the 30, now to McAndrew. Lakers now can tie it. Trailing by a goal, under 8 to play in the third. I'm John Leisering. This game coming to you on America One from Erie, Pennsylvania, Mercyhurst University, and Tulio Field. This is the 8th meeting in the all-time series between these teams. Here, Sheets a shot, and that one whistled wide, and Mercyhurst will keep possession. Mercyhurst leads the all-time series 4-3, trails this one 8-7 with half the third quarter in the books. And we await for someone to put the ball in play. It's going to be we haven't started the clock yet, waiting for the official to declare the ball ready for play. Here we go. It's going to be put in play by Brandon Thompson. Hesseltine working with Corey Becker now out on top. Now Becker moves out in front. Shot and a score by Hesseltine off a brilliant feed from Sheets. Tied at 8. Well, one team gets up, the other team comes right back. Hesseltine is heard from. That is his 40th goal of the season. And Turnowski made that one look easy. He won the faceoff from Sullivan, a junior from Pittsford, New York. 8-all. And there's a shot and a goal just like that. Is that Lowen again? He's starting to find the back of the net. And it's 9-8 in favor of Limestone. Well, the feeling out period.
His third goal of the game, scored by number 10, Riley Lowen.
Lowen, third of the game. He's averaging 3 goals a game. He had 51 and 17 coming in. He now has 54, and this is his 18th game. And he's given Limestone the lead again at 9-8. And another all-important face-off. And how about that guy from Limestone? And here they come. They get it over on the wing. Try to work it around in front. A shot that's bounced wide. Grace didn't get a piece of that. The shot was bounced wide, I believe, by Reed Reinhold. Limestone will maintain possession here with 6:47 to go in the third. And the Saints lead it 9-8. Attacking the north end of Tulio Field here. There's a shot that's partially blocked. It came into Grace. And Grace now gets it over on the near side to Patrick Maloney. There's a bad pass there by Mercyhurst. And what a break as Hesseltine picked it up. Ponzio thought he could grab it, didn't. Hesseltine picked it up. Lakers down a goal, but with the ball. 6 minutes and change to go in the third. There's a quick shot that's wide. McAndrew was positioned on the near side parallel to the goal line, and he is closest to it, so Mercyhurst maintains possession. Lakers down a goal. Chris Ryan, arms folded, standing rather passively at the moment at the Mercyhurst bench as the Lakers look to get the tying goal. Here's Sheets behind the goal. Sheets worked around to the left wing side, then dropped it out deep to Zach Reed. Reed now takes it over on the right wing. Reed trying to work to the goal. Quick shot and a big save there by Zwolewski. The ball goes out of bounds. And they give it to Limestone again, much to the dismay of the partisan Mercyhurst faithful. Oh, those are such huge plays. It was a close foot race, but Limestone apparently was closer in the eyes of the official, and the Saints have it with a 1-goal lead and 5:15 to go in the third. Mercyhurst seems to have lost out on most of the close calls here today. And we get a violation, Limestone. Bad clear there. And Mercyhurst has an opportunity to come right back. And the physical play is really picked up in this game. Ball is loose and Limestone's going to get it, and we're going to get a violation against Limestone, and the Limestone coaching staff not happy. Mercyhurst ball. Kind of a passive first half, and all of a sudden things have really intensified here in the second. 4:30 left in the third quarter. Limestone 9, Mercyhurst 8. Number 1 against number 2. And the Mercyhurst fans getting revved up here, trying to rejuvenate their team. Down a goal. They get it over and a good stop. Rebound, score by Reed. Hesseltine was stopped by the goaltender Zwolewski. The rebound hopped out in front, and Reed was there to put it home.
Mercyhurst goal, his third goal of the game, scored by number 19, Zach Reed.
That's Reed's third of the game and 25th of the season, tied it at 9 with 4:07 to go in the third. McAvoy back out, I believe, to take the draw. Nope, it's going to be Ryan Sullivan again. And let's see, we get a whistle. Not quite sure what the call was, but Limestone has it, I believe. Or are they going to redo it? No, they're going to put the ball in play. Limestone will have it just inside its offensive zone. And the ball put in play by Tor Reinhold. Every call magnified, every turnover magnified. There's been only one penalty in the game in spite of all the banging and hitting, and Mercyhurst has the game's lone penalty. Game tied at 9. Here's Limestone with it. 3:35 left in the third. Limestone works to the front, hit the crossbar. That turnaround hit the crossbar by Reinhold, and Reinhold went back to get his own loose ball. That ball clanked off the crossbar. Here now is Cummings, and his shot is in, I believe, or Cummings to Reinhold, I believe. Happened so fast as I was looking down at my notes. Limestone again back in front by 1. So it is Reinhold's goal from Zach Cummings. And that is his second of the game and 22nd of the season. 10-9. And once again, Limestone wins the faceoff. Here they come again. They try to get it towards the goal, and Grace just got a piece of that. Long pass up the field is taken by Mercyhurst. Quickly up ahead now to McAvoy. Here's McAvoy, works it over on the near side. Lakers trail it by 1, 10-9. That's the score last week. Mercyhurst won it in overtime against Lake Erie College to get to this point. 17-0 Mercyhurst. 16-1 Limestone. Tied at 5 at halftime. And Limestone has 5 of the 9 goals here in the third quarter. 2:24 to go in the third. Mercyhurst down a goal. Now Elvis at about the 37-35 yard line. Now dropped it back to Reed. Reed starts to move right, then went left, goes the other side, and a quick shot that's blocked. Lakers get it back. Here's McAndrew. Now to Elvis, in behind the goal now to Sheets. Sheets over on the left wing. Here's Reed, got a stick up around the face, and his shot is in. Reed got a stick up right around the helmet, and he was looking for a flag, and he got a flag. It's thrown at the 31-yard line. Reed scores. That's his 4th goal of the game and 26th of the season with 1:51 to go in the third.
Mercyhurst's goal, his 4th goal of the game, was scored by number 19, Zach Reed.
Ten all. We have a penalty too, I believe, on Limestone. I think it's number 12, Ahmad Simmons. He's not kneeling, he's standing over there. Limestone wins the ensuing draw. Another marker is thrown, and this one's going to go against Mercyhurst probably. The Lakers pick it up. Now we'll wait for the call. Like a slashing penalty on Mercyhurst, so that man up is wiped out. And we're down to a minute 38 left in the third. 10-10. And Limestone will have the ball. Looks like Mitch McAvoy, 45, is in the penalty box. There's a shot at a goal for Limestone. That goal by, I think, Todd Nakasugi. And Mercyhurst just can't get a lead anymore. Tor Reinhold gets the helper, and it's 11-10. Here comes McAvoy back out now to take the draw, and he's got to win one of these against Jake Ternosky, who has really had a great day. Now, this time he moved too quickly, did Ternosky, and Mercyhurst will have it. McAvoy. And we're going to get a timeout, I think, by Chris Ryan. 1:21 left in the third. Limestone 11, Mercyhurst 10. John Leisering coming to you on America One from Erie, Pennsylvania. Very glad you could join us on this Saturday. The 18th of May. Mercyhurst graduates tomorrow. But the men's lacrosse team hoping that they still have another week of practice to go. And a return trip to the national championship game. Mercyhurst ball with 1:21 to go in the third. Brandon Thompson put it in play on the near side in the attacking zone. Sheets behind the goal. Now they get it out and a score over on the wing. Is that Zach Reed again? If so, that's number 5. And he has been keeping Mercyhurst in this game.
Mercyhurst man-up goal, his 5th goal of the game, scored by number 19, Zach Reed. Assisted by number 7, Brian Sheets.
So a man-up goal. Sheets gets another assist. That's 5 in the game now for Reed. And he now has 27. Right out in front, and a shot and a goal by Limestone just like that. And it comes off the face-off right at midfield. And I believe that is Nakasuji again.
Limestone goal, his 2nd of the game, scored by number 8, Todd Nakasugi. Assisted by number 7, Reinhold.
Reinhold gets an assist. And Nakasuji's 2nd of the game, 29th of the season. Well, Mercyhurst gets even, and then Limestone comes right back. And it all starts right here, folks, right at midfield. 58 seconds to go in the third. It's now 12-11 Limestone. And this ball is lifted in the air, and Limestone is going to get it. And the Saints work it into Mercyhurst territory now. And here's Nakasuji, who just put the Saints up a goal with 37 seconds to go in the third. It's been a very, very good game. Biggest lead in the game, 3 goals. Mercyhurst had it in the second quarter, and Limestone came right back to tie it at halftime at 5. Nakasuji, this time he's worked on, and they try to get it out in front. That's broken up by Mercyhurst, and a long pass down the field is intercepted by Limestone. And the Saints now send it back upfield, and the loose ball with 1 second to go, and that's how the period is going to come to an end. So Limestone, after 45 minutes, has a 1-goal lead at 12-11. Well, Which team is going on to Philadelphia? Mitch McAvoy. By the way, that was a man-up goal by Zach Reed, as the penalty to Simmons had not yet expired. Boy, Zach Reed's had a wonderful game. He's got 5 of the 11 goals for Mercyhurst. Mercyhurst will be attacking the north end here in the fourth quarter. And we're underway. And McAvoy gets this one. Here's Mitch McAvoy coming, side of the goal, out to Sheets, and the pass was broken up and intercepted. Good play there by Limestone. Limestone through 3 quarters, 36-33 in shots, 33-26 in ground balls. There's a loose ball. It's going to be picked up by Mercyhurst. Lakers get it right back. Limestone has won 18 of 26 faceoffs in this game. 27 of 30 clears, 25 of 26 for Mercyhurst. Mercyhurst 2 of 2 against Limestone in man-up situations. Now in the last 2 meetings between these teams, they're 5 of 5. Limestone 0 for 2. And 1 for 5 in the last 2 meetings, counting this game. Turnovers, Limestone 13 to 5. That's kept Mercyhurst almost even. Here's Hesseltine's shot, and a good stop there by Zwolewski. Hesseltine tried to go upstairs, and Zwolewski made a good save. There's a long pass that almost went out of bounds, and a good save there by Limestone. Credit Jamar Pete with a big save, and he kept the ball in play. Limestone by 1, 90 seconds into the fourth. Saints start to move. They get it over on the wing and couldn't get a shot away as the Limestone player stumbled a bit. Now they get it over to Connor DeVoe on the right wing side. DeVoe moves inside, and his shot never got through. It deflected wide, and it will go out of play. Limestone will maintain possession. Mercyhurst needs a stop here, big time, and a goal. They get it out, and there's a quick shot and a stop by Grace. Had to wait for a moment. Limestone thought it was in, but Grace dropped to his knees to smother it and keep it out. So it's still a 1-goal game. It's 12-11. Lakers got to get the ball down the field. They'll get it up on the near side now to Elvis. Elvis now gets it over to E.J. Selly. And Reed gets it across for a good clear by Mercyhurst, as Limestone puts some good pressure there defensively. Lakers coming back. In behind the goal, here's Sheets with it. Doesn't want his season to end. Out now to Zach Reed. He's had the hot hand. Over now on the right wing side, a shot that's bouncing, and it was last touched by Limestone, as Limestone defected the pass/shot, and Mercyhurst maintains possession with 11:45 to go in the fourth. Limestone by 1, 12-11. And the sun has been out for some time now here at Tullio Field. It was partly sunny earlier, and now sun's out full tilt. Here Sheets starts to move. Brian Sheets dropped it back out to Chaika. Lakers need a goal. They're going to their bread and butter man. Here's Reed. Reed starts to move to the goal. He's checked off nicely, though, by Limestone. Good play there by the Limestone defense. That was Reed Reinhold, I believe. Now over on the wing. And a shot, a bouncing shot is in. What a huge goal that was. I think it was Jake McAndrew. So McAndrew gets his second goal of the game and his 37th goal of the season. Tied at 12. Another face-off won by Limestone. Here come the Saints and a shot and a score. And Grace just could not stop that. Again, credit Jake Ternosky not only with winning the face-off, but bringing it all the way down the field.
Limestone goal scored by number 22, Jake Ternosky.
5 seconds after McAndrew tied it. And Limestone right back ahead, 13-12. And exactly 11 minutes to play in the fourth. Ball is flipped high up in the air. We're going to get a marker. That's thrown. Let's see what's going on here. Looks like it's going to go against Limestone. I believe. Sheets will put it in play. Lakers down a goal, but with the ball. Reed again. That's 6. And he found the upper corner of the goal.
Mercyhurst man-up goal, his 6th goal of the game, scored by number 19, Zach Reed. Assisted by number 7, Brian
Sheets gets the assist. A man-up goal at 10:48. Ties it again at 13. Zach Reed has 6 goals in this game. And this face-off is won by Limestone. Saints can take the 1-goal lead again. 10.5 minutes to play in the fourth. They try to get it out in front and a shot. And that is a goal by Limestone. At 10:23, Limestone back ahead.
was scored by number 8, Todd Nakasugi. Assisted by number 20, Corey Rich.
Nakasugi's 3rd goal of the game, his 30th of the season, assisted by Rich. 14-13, and Limestone wins another face-off. Saints can go up by 2. They get it right out in front. Nakasugi again on a nice feed, I believe, from Reed Reinhold. And Limestone leads by 2.
Limestone goal, his 4th goal of the game. Scored by number 8, Todd Nakasugi. Assisted by number 11, Reed Reinhold.
There's a 2-goal lead for Limestone with 10:08 left. And Limestone again wins a face-off. This time it was against Patrick Maloney. Well, you can circle the face-offs as being a critical area where Limestone has dominated here today. That's one of the areas where coaches will study, look for tendencies, and Limestone has done an excellent job in that regard today. Limestone trying to circle the goal. They get it in behind the goal. Lakers need a defensive stop here. Trailing 15-13 with 9:20 to go. And Limestone in no hurry. There's a bouncing shot. Grace got a foot on that. And he kicked it ahead, and here comes Mercyhurst back the other way. Here's E.J. Selly with it. Lakers need a goal in the worst way right now, trailing by 2, 15-13. 12-11 going to the fourth. And Limestone has outscored Mercyhurst 3-2. Where's my man Zach Reed? He's got 6, and he's got the ball right now. He's the hot guy at the moment. They get it back now to Hesseltine, back to Reed. Reed starts to work on the right perimeter. Back now to Chaika. And a quick shot and a stop and a goal. No, it got by him. Elvis scored. Zwolewski thought he had it, and it trickled in behind him.
Mercyhurst goal, his second goal of the game, scored by number 1, Devin Elvis. Assisted by number 3, James Chaika.
Chaika with the assist. Second goal of the game for Elvis, 11th of the season, 8:21 left. And guess what? Limestone now, Lowen has it. Wagner comes to play him. Lowen was double teamed, but got it back outside to Reinhold. 8 minutes left in the fourth, 15-14 Limestone. Cummings. Limestone trying to spread the field a little bit here now. Here comes Reinhold working on Kyle Stanny. Takes it in behind the goal, tried to get it out in front, and a good stop by Grace. That's what we're going to need from Mercyhurst's goaltender down the stretch here, and Grace made a big save. So Mercyhurst can tie it. It's 15-14. Up ahead they come. They get it now to Rogan. Rogan gets it to Brian Sheets and back to Zach Reed. 15-14 Limestone, 7 minutes left in the fourth. Chaika. Out of McAndrew. Chaika. Near side now to Reed. All this hard work, one of these teams is going to be very disappointed when this game is over. There's a pass in behind the goal now to Sheets. Sheets turns, get away, right out in front. Shot, score! McAndrew from Sheets. Set up by Sheets, who beat Zach Missel. In behind, who turned him around. McAndrew's third goal of the game and his 38th goal of the season. And we have 6:39 left in regulation, tied at 15. For a while, it looked like it was going to be a 7-6, 8-7 game. And now 30 goals have been scored between the teams. McAvoy trying to win this one, and it comes to Limestone. Good play by the Saints. Here they come. They try to work it to the side of the goal. That was Reinhold. Reinhold trailed the play and picked up the loose ball at midfield. So Limestone with it, tied at 15. Radigan has it. Out of Reinhold, double teamed. Back to Radigan. Faked the shot, didn't take it. Goes on the near side now to Connor DeVoe. 6 minutes exactly left in the fourth, tied at 15. Here comes Limestone again, and a quick bouncing shot, they scored. Reed Reinhold from Port Moody, British Columbia. Limestone just won't relinquish the lead. Every time Mercyhurst ties, Limestone.
His second goal of the game, scored by number 11, Reed Reinhold.
Reed Reinholdt's 12th goal of the season. Well, regardless of which team wins this one, going to have to clean up defensively here, because I don't know that you can expect to score 15, 16 goals next week in the championship game. And Limestone has it again with a 1-goal lead, 5:40 left. 16-15 in favor of the Saints. First time ever these teams have played here at Tullio Field. Lakers have a 4-3 lead in the all-time series. Mercyhurst has won the last 3. And the Limestone fans now very vocal. And almost a steal. And the loose ball is going to be picked up by whom? It's still loose. And who's going to get it? Mercyhurst has it. And almost a bad pass. It's intercepted. Side of the goal, they score. Lowen intercepted it and passed it to the side of the goal. Remember that play with 5 minutes to go. An errant pass, and Lowen was right there. Riley Lowen. And he intercepted it, and he found a man right at the side of the goal. He faked Grace and then bounced it past him. And Limestone has that 2-goal lead back again.
Limestone goal, his third of the game, scored by number 20, Corey Rich, assisted by number 10, Riley Lowen.
Corey Rich, I believe, scored that for Limestone, and they're going to win another face-off, apparently. Nope. Mercyhurst is going to get it. Here's McAvoy, who's double-teamed. Loose ball is going to be picked up by nobody yet. And finally, McAvoy picked it up and dropped it back to Grace. 17-15, 4:40 to go. And the clock and the season ticking away for Mercyhurst here right now. What a tough loss this would be. Lakers down 2. I have to go back to that 5-2 lead when Mercyhurst looked like it was really on a roll, and then Limestone scored the next 3 to tie it at halftime at 5-all. Here's Reed. He's been hot. And Reed is bumped over there by Simmons. Simmons done a nice job on Reed, trying to take away what he likes to do. Here's Chaika now, and Simmons comes to meet him. Marker thrown. Simmons is going to get a penalty. Here's Alvis' shot. It's wide, and it goes wide of the goal and out of play. McAndrew was there for Mercyhurst, and Limestone will have another penalty. Mercyhurst has been able to take advantage of man-up situations today. And the penalty is going to Ahmad Simmons. Mercyhurst up a man and need goals. Here's Hesseltine. Out of Becker, in behind the goal to Sheets. Now to Reed, starts to move in, out on top to McAndrew. One of the Saints fell down there. Here's Zach Reed, has it back. Over across the way, and McAndrew out on top, now to Reed. Side of the goal to Sheets, back to Reed. Here's Zach Reed, a shot, and he bounced it over the goal. I don't know if somebody got a piece of that or not. Mercyhurst maintains possession, 3:21 to go, clock running. 17-15 Limestone. The Saints trying to play for the national championship again. They lost to Dowling, I believe, last year by a goal. Dowling came in here and won in overtime. Here's Chaika. Now both teams are back at even strength as the penalty has expired. Here's Chaika on the right wing. Chaika trying to work to the front of the goal, can't do it. Circling the wagons, now out in front, and his turnaround, he missed the short side. Goes out of play. Mercyhurst was closest to it with 2:45 to go. Lakers have pretty much got to have a goal here. Here's Sheets. Sheets turns, gets away, got it to McAndrew. McAndrew lost the ball out in front, and Limestone has it. Limestone then lost it. A player lost a stick, and Mercyhurst gets it back. That's a fortuitous break for Mercyhurst. Limestone had it, but the player lost his stick, which allowed Mercyhurst to retrieve it. Now here's Elvis over on the right wing. Back to Sheets in behind the goal. 2:15 to go. 17-15, Limestone by 2. Here's Zach Reed. He's got 6 today. Reed, side of the goal to Hesseltine. What a big save by Zwolewski, who got a piece of that. The ball goes out of play. Mercyhurst gets it back. That's a huge save by Zwolewski. Here's McAndrew, works to the side of the goal. Another big save by Zwolewski. And Zwolewski comes to get the ball, and he's going to throw this one up in the stands. Zwolewski with no one to pass it to, under siege, and he just lofted it into the stands. But that killed some time. 1:54 to go, and we get a timeout. Mercyhurst. Well, we knew this was going to be a good game. It's really been two completely different halves. 10 goals combined by the teams in the first half, and 22 goals here in the second half. $12 by Limestone and 10 by Mercyhurst. And the Lakers now down to 1:54 minutes to go per chance in their season. The usually strong Mercyhurst defense has not played up to standards today necessarily. Michael Grace has had a tough time keeping shots out of the back of the net, and the Lakers have had tough times winning faceoffs. Lakers were unbeaten going to the semifinal against Dowling last year, and right now unbeaten in the semifinal against Limestone, and down 2 with 1:54 left. Mercyhurst pretty much has to score here. And then, more importantly, or as importantly, Mercyhurst needs a stop. Fans are standing around some of the fencing here, watching the game. Lakers put it in play. Here's Zach Reed, worked on by Simmons. Reed takes it over on the left wing, tries to work it out on top. Simmons, a good job on him. Here's Reed coming over on the side. His shot missed, and the ball is going to go out of play. And Brian Sheets was closest to it for Mercyhurst. But 21 seconds of precious time ticked away, down to 1:33. Here's Brian Sheets again. Sheets taking it out in front. Over on the right wing side, now they get it to Chaika. Here's Chaika. His shot stopped by Zwolewski. A marker down, and the ball is going to go out of play, but the marker is down on the field with 1:17 to go in the fourth. And I believe we're going to get another Limestone infraction. Cross-checking penalty, I think. It's going to go against, I want to say that is Jamar Pete, number 3. Boy, the fans are really banging the seats right below us. You can feel it up here in the press box. Sheets will put the ball in play, we think. And another timeout.
Timeout, Limestone.
Limestone saw the offensive alignment, also wanted to rest its man down defense. Well, the player of the game for me for Limestone is their senior from Lafayette, New York, Jake Ternosky. He certainly would have to be one of them. Zwolewski has made some good saves. Limestone has spread around the scoring, but Ternosky has made hay there in the face-off circle today. We knew he was good. 2:17 of 3:34 coming in. And he was up against A good one, too, and Mitch McAvoy, 158 of 264 coming in. But Ternosky's had the better of it today, and that has helped Limestone to a 2-goal lead here with 1:17 to go in regulation. Mercyhurst with the ball. Ball is ready for play. And the Lakers get it in. Sheets is now working out on top. Back to Sheets. Over on the wing. Now they get it to Sheets again out on top. There's a shot and another goal. That's 7 for Zach Reed and 29 on the season. Well, Reed doesn't want the season to end.
Mercyhurst goal, man-up goal, his 7th goal of the game, was scored by number 19, Zach Reed.
Man-up goal, too.
By number 7,
Brian Sheets gets an assist. It's a man-up goal. And now it's 17-16 with 58.1 seconds to go. Well, the first mission accomplished, a goal, and now the second one. Lakers need to win this faceoff. Forget about a stop. They need to win a faceoff here. And it's going to be won by Limestone is going to win it. What a big faceoff by Limestone. The loose ball was picked up by Tor Reinhold. They get it back out now to Nakasugi. We're down to 38 seconds to go. He's double teamed. He's just too quick for those two guys over there. Nakasugi will pass it on the near side and back out. They play keep away, do the Saints. Now all the way in the near corner with 23 seconds to go. This is something you work on during the season. And this ball is going to be bounced to the far side of the field, but not before Limestone takes a timeout with 18.6 seconds to go. 17-16. Limestone trying to snap a 3-game losing streak to Mercyhurst and to advance to the national championship game. Most goals Limestone has ever scored against the Lakers. And the most goals Mercyhurst has ever scored against Limestone. But the Saints lead it by 1, 17-16 with the ball and 18.6 seconds left as we are just about at 4 o'clock. And the other semifinal game is just about set to start. Number 3, Lemoyne, 16-2. At number 4, Adelphi, 14-2. That game is due to start moments from now. And the winner of that game will play the winner of this one for the championship next Sunday at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia at 1 o'clock. Limestone needs to keep it away from Mercyhurst for another 18.6 seconds. And Limestone will play for the national championship. What a game it's been. Mercyhurst somehow has got to come up with a ball here. And they're going to double team the player who's going to put the ball in play. And the ball is loose, and it's last touch by Limestone. It goes out of play with 15.4. Lakers have to go up the field. 2 players battle for the ball. It's going to come to Mercyhurst. We're down to 8 seconds to go. Here's Chaika over on the periphery. Shot. He scored! Chaika has scored to tie the game at 17 with 4.1 seconds to go. Chaika, what he couldn't do last year late in the game, he missed one of his favorite position shots against Dowling, and Dowling ended up winning the game in overtime 7-6. Chaika has just scored with 4.1 seconds, and for the second week in a row, we are staring overtime in the kisser. And Tarnowski's going to pick up the loose ball. McAvoy batted it away from behind. We're going to overtime.
Your score at the end of regulation. Mercyhurst 17, Limestone.
Or at least they haven't had that big a lead since that 5-2 lead in the second quarter. Well, face off between McAvoy and Tarnowski, and Tarnowski wins another one. McAvoy trying to catch him. There's a shot saved by Grace. He covered it up. Tarnowski tried to end it in the first 5 seconds. And the Lakers have the ball. Now they've got to clear it. Here comes Plasky. Now to Grace. Grace up the center of the field to Zach Reed. Zach Reed approaches the 30-yard line and steps over it. And Mercyhurst will take a timeout. Lakers will try to set up a play that would produce the 18th goal of the game for them and a trip to the national championship. Here are some numbers here after regulation. 17 all, of course, is the big number. Limestone goals, Nakasuji 4, Rich 3, Lowen 3, Tor Reinhardt 2, Reed Reinhold 2, Cummings, Tarnowski, and Radigan. Assists, Rich 3, Tor Reinhardt 2, Cummings, DeVoe, Riley Lowen, Reed Reinhold, and Jake Tarnowski. Mercyhurst scoring, Zach Reed with 7. Jake McAndrew, 3. Chaika, 2, including the tying goal. Devin Alvis is 2. Sheets, Hesseltine, and McAvoy, 1. Sheets with 6 assists. Chaika with 1. Hesseltine with 1. Shots favor Mercyhurst now 48-44. Ground balls favor Limestone 44-33. Limestone has won 27 of 38 faceoffs going to the overtime. Limestone 37 of 40 clears. Mercyhurst 33 of 34. Limestone 0 for 2, man up. Mercyhurst 4 for 5, and 7 of their last 8. Counting the game back in 2011. Here's Chaika. Mercyhurst ball tied at 17. We're in sudden victory here. Here's Brian Sheets, turns to get away. Here's Sheets coming in behind the goal. They get it. Now here's Alvis with it. Alvis is checked off with 3:05 to go in the overtime. Turnovers, Limestone 16 and Mercyhurst 7. Now here's Alvis right out of front. He scored! He scored! He scored! They're going to the national championship game. Devin Alvis has scored. Mercyhurst hadn't led in an eon, and the Lakers get a goal with 2:56 to go in overtime. That's Alvis's 3rd goal of the game, 12th goal of the season. Lakers win at 18-17, a mob scene down at the south end as fans are coming out to congratulate the Mercyhurst team. And Limestone shell-shocked. So Limestone's first trip to Erie, Pennsylvania results in a heartbreaking loss 18-17. For the second straight week, Mercyhurst comes from behind. They get a tying goal from James Chaika with, I believe, 4.1 seconds to go. They get the game winner from Devin Alvis with 2:56 left in the first overtime, and the Lakers survive. It's a shame again that either team had to lose. Mercyhurst has now won 4 straight against Limestone. First meeting between these teams here in Erie. It goes to Mercyhurst in a wild one, 18-17. Brian Sheets' season will not end. Big article in the paper by Victor Fernandez yesterday. Sheets' season will not end. It will continue for one more game. And Mercyhurst will play the winner of Lemoyne and Adelphi, which is underway right now at Adelphi. Lemoyne is 16-2.